Hello and welcome to Community Distance Reiki. I'm Danielle Stimpson of Learn Reiki Philadelphia, and I'm so glad to have you here with me today. If you're new here, go ahead and click that live chat button. Feel free to introduce yourself and certainly set any requests or intentions for your personal well-being. We're going to get things started off by building a beautiful crystal grid together, exactly to all of your requests. And at about the 1 hour, 15-minute mark, we will transition into the Reiki. So thanks for being here. If you're watching this as a pre-recorded video, hello from the past. If you want to skip ahead to just the healing, start at about that 1 hour 15 mark, or where you see the lights begin to shift. And if you'd like to learn more about me, my live online Reiki certification courses, if you'd like to schedule a one-on-one distance healing or tarot reading, or if you'd like to shop my Reiki charged crystals, head on over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com. It's linked in the description along with all of my social media and my email newsletter. So let's go ahead over, see who's in the chat, and start building that beautiful grid. Ta-da! Awesome. Good to see you all. Let me just quickly adjust. There we go. So it's wonderful to see you all. I see Chris. I see JS. Welcome in Victoria. Welcome in Carolyn. Violet Integration. Welcome back Flower Forest. Jennifer Vatsa. Goddess of Four. Saint Malo. Welcome in all the way from Australia. And Catherine, good to see you. Christina. And Chris, absolutely. So I'm going to get to everybody's request. It might take me a minute to kind of work through them, but I will absolutely get to all of your requests. So let's get in there. So yeah, you can do like everyone else is doing. You can either set a really specific request or a general request, and or request specific stones. Whatever feels better to you, I'm happy to pick them for you. Or if I have the stones you want, certainly just grab them. So let's see. I did have a great weekend, me and the cats. They're currently sleeping. I hope you all had a great weekend. So JS has an intention, truly embrace my self-worth, be open to trying new things and failing, and being vulnerable. We'll definitely have some good things for that. Let's do Picture Jasper. Septarian definitely helps with strength and being vulnerable at the same time. And let's see. Yeah, let's start there. So in the middle here, we have our copper spiral that helps to break up blockages and get the optimal flow of energy going. And that covered mirror underneath it helps to reflect any energy that's just not in our highest good. So Picture Jasper helps with envisioning the future. It's also really helpful with like new ventures or new adventures, and like definitely like trying new things falls into that. This is also good for traveling or moving to places that are far away, different cultures, different languages, and being open to all of these new experiences. It also helps to remove any hidden fears that are in your way. And great for just like envisioning really big potential. It's also very helpful for quitting smoking too. And it's thought to be helpful for the kidneys. And I did see a request for liver, and I definitely have some stones that help with that. Let's see. And for vulnerability, we have some Septarian, wonderful for the solar plexus chakra, the center of self, personal identity, and free will. This helps on the physical level with things like skin wounds that are, maybe giving you a little trouble healing. Also really helpful for muscle pain as well as spasm. On the emotional healing side, it can help with seeing the underlying beliefs and habits and what they're actually rooted in, so that you can make some deeper changes in your life. Also really helpful for vulnerability, especially as you grow and change. This helps you feel supported as you, need to feel a little unsupported at the same time. So bring that there. And for confidence, also going to bring in a little bit of yellow calcite. This is another one that really helps with the solar plexus, and this will help with your sense of self-worth. This is optimism and joy, but also self-confidence. It helps to unlock any blockages of the solar plexus, your center of self-identity, helps you to set priorities based on your wants, needs, and desires, not that of others. Great for boundaries, personal identity, and even releasing any feelings of need for approval of others. So for now, we're going to put these way out here, and we'll see how they work themselves into the larger grid. So that's yellow calcite. So lots of solar plexus energy there. So thank you for being here, JS, and I will definitely hope that you're doing well. Keep in touch. Oh, hey, you are there. Very intense, vivid dreams. Removing hidden fear sounds very helpful. I'm glad. Very intense, vivid dreams. That's awesome. Yeah, I had a hard time going to sleep last night too, Catherine. I could not get myself to fall asleep. And once I was asleep, I woke up really quickly this morning. Yeah, this full moon energy is wild. Okay, so next request was, let's see, and definitely we're a fun group, so feel free to hang out, say hi, chat it up. Okay, so for Violet integration, productive week ahead, surrender, and a financial boost. Lots of happy Sundays. Okay, cool. And I see Jennifer Vatz's request too. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead with surrender, productive, and a financial boost. So garnet, citrine, and let's start with amethyst. This can be wonderful for surrender and kind of everything that we think of with the serenity prayer can really be supported by amethyst energy. When it comes to changing the things you can, accepting the things you cannot change, the wisdom to know the difference, this is definitely it. To a certain point, that does involve a little bit of surrender. It also helps with especially beginning connections to spirituality. And anytime that you are doing any kind of self-improvement, this is a stone that can help you to be a little bit gentle on yourself, understand that you're doing the best you can now, and encourage you along the way. This also helps to some extent with sleep. So that is amethyst. There we go. We'll just put that under the septarian. Garnet will help with productivity for sure. Garnet helps with using our mind to think of the best way to get things done. Very organized, like getting out of the way of getting out of our own way in regards to the way things have always been done. This is a stone that gives you a new perspective and a new opportunity at practicality, at efficiency. Also really helpful for courage, creativity, and organization overall. It's a very Capricorn stone. It is the January birthstone, so that is garnet. Also brings a lot of stability when times can be a little tough. Okay, there we go. And citrine is wonderful for calling in financial abundance. And really resource needs in general too. So whatever you need to be alive and thriving. This is also a stone that helps to balance the way we think. It takes our logic and our intuition and can help us to hold them in equal balance, which is really helpful. Wonderful too for, I did see a request for fibromyalgia. There's a few stones that help that. This is one of them, citrine. Also wonderful for good financial decisions as well as dealing with any addictions or compulsions. So that's citrine. So there we go. Okay, wonderful. Thank you for being here, Violet Integration. Hey, Lee Nico, I hope you're doing well. Oh, St. Malo, I'm so glad. Definitely go to sleep, JS. I will not think any less of you. Go ahead and get that rest while you can. Let's go ahead to Jennifer's requests with work-life balance without anxiety about it. Yeah, seriously. Love, moving forward, weight loss, and better health. So let's see, weight loss, better health. Work-life balance. Let's see. Work-life balance, I often use garnet. Lapis can really help with that too. And awesome. So there we go. So for work-life balance, lapis can be really helpful. Garnet's incredibly helpful because it helps you figure out the best ways to get things done so that you end up with more life in your time. So that's very helpful. But lapis can also be really helpful. This is known as a great stone for moving up career-wise, but it's also really helpful for integrity overall. So that is, first of all, it aids disorganization. It helps you to get things together and the way they should be. It's also wonderful for truth, honesty, fulfilling commitments, and also in a lot of ways a kind of entrepreneurial view of things. Helps too with vertigo, hearing loss, personal responsibility, and that personal responsibility can also apply to the boundaries you start to set around your life balance. Also helpful for pain and inflammation. So we'll bring that in. And we will bring in, for general health improvement, let's bring in some tree agate. This stone is sacred in Ayurveda, which is the sister science to yoga. This is a stone that's thought to balance the movement of energy throughout the body down to the smallest pieces. So we might be familiar with the chakras. Well, and they are part of that same system, but this is about even the smallest minute channels through which energy flows in the body, often called nadi, N-A-D-I in English. And this is thought to help smooth out any imbalances, bringing things back into harmony, regardless of the cause of the imbalance or the nature of it. It's considered tridoshic, or good for all body types. So we will bring that in. I love that for like a general health and well-being stone. Moonstone is wonderful for attracting love. It's also superb for protection of women's health, connection to the divine feminine, knowledge and wisdom, as well as protection of travelers. Helpful too for connecting with divine timing and trusting divine timing, especially when divine timing and your preferred timing are not seeing eye to eye. Helpful for connection to the lunar cycles and really all the rhythms and patterns of life and nature. I often think of this stone as being very connected to the High Priestess and the Tarot card. And one of the most magical things that this stone can do is help with calling in a romantic partner. that's well balanced for you. So all the best to you there, Jen. We're also going to bring in, trying to keep things even. Okay. For weight loss, let's bring in some blue apatite. Whether you're looking to lose weight or even gain weight, or just change your relationship with food on any level towards the positive, this is a really helpful stone to do that. It's also wonderful for strengthening up your auric field, your energy field, so that you're less inclined to take on the energy of others. It helps to reveal your soul's purpose and give you the courage to enact it and walk that walk. Also wonderful for just harmony and peace in general. So that is blue apatite. I'm going to put that here, all on top of our lovely moonstone. There we go. And for moving forward, yeah, I love that too. So moving forward, this is malachite, and I did see a request for support around the liver. This also helps with that. So malachite is superb for processing really difficult emotions through the heart center and making sure that we don't kind of get stuck in that really painful place. We don't wallow. Feeling those feelings, good thing. Processing it, yes. But kind of sitting in it and not moving through it, not helpful. This helps us to put things in their place and kind of move past them in a really thorough way, not like a bypassing way. It helps too with phobias, particularly fear of flying. Wonderful for insomnia and for inflammation, arthritis, pain. It's got a very big connection to different types of organs in the body that help with the concept of detox. So like liver, pancreas, spleen, things that help us to clear our body, things that help us to digest our food respectively. This is thought to help with them. And yeah, in general too, anxiety as well. So this is malachite. And of course, nothing I have here is meant to replace any kind of other treatment, be it traditional or modern. These are a wonderful complement to all the things you might use. So Jennifer, I hope that helps. Keep me posted if there's any other way I can support. Lila Ray, I hope you are well. Oh, it's National Cat Day. That's awesome. Okay, good stuff, Lila Ray. I will definitely support that. So next is going to be Goddess of Four, body pain, more energy, fast money, more money and fast money. So we've got more money. Let's bring in fast money with red tiger eye. And I did see a request around bullying, so this will help. Body pain. Malachite can help with body pain. Lapis helps with body pain. More energy. So let's start with some Bumblebee Jasper. This will also support Violet Integration's wishes for a productive week, so it'll help with both. Bumblebee Jasper is helpful for bringing in a lot of physical energy and strength, so this will help you feel a little less lethargic. It's also wonderful for mental focus and clarity. Wonderful for balance of yin and yang energies in the body, and it also helps to empower things like manifestation and really gets us excited about digging into the work that needs to be done. Whether you're working alone or collaborating with others, this really helps to facilitate wanting to be engaged in the project. It's also great for just positivity, confidence, and general motivation. This stone has a large concentration of sulfur as well as arsenic, so definitely be careful with it. When it comes to fast money and protection against bullying, oh boy, this has both. So this is red tiger eye. It's probably the most protective stone I have. And this is wonderful for bullies on the mundane, walk a day, collective reality we're all in, and for the spiritual side too, some malevolent spiritual work, whichever it is. This can be like nasty and conniving type stuff. This can be opportunistic bullying, everything from like coordinated kinds of workings to work overtime to make you feel terrible or look bad, all the way to like just the quick opportunistic stuff. So wonderful for anti-bullying, gaslighting, being singled out at work or at school. This is a really great stone for that. So that is red tiger eye. And another one I'm going to bring in, let's see. So that's, but definitely good for fast money. We've got citrine for money. Let's also bring in pyrite. This is also helpful for calling in money. Pyrite is fool's gold, and we like to think of it as being a harbinger of the real gold. This can be a wonderful stone too for intuition as well as protection. So if you're looking to connect intuitively or psychically, but you also want to have those protectors on, this kind of holds the way for both. Wonderful too for the lungs, the brain, and memory and fever. It's also helpful for helping your body make the most of a Reiki session, so it's perfectly appropriate for our use today. So that is pyrite. So there we go. So we've got money, fast money, more energy, and body pain. We have malachite and lapis. And so good to see you, Goddess of Fire. Oh, teeth and joint healing. Let's do some howlite. Howlite is wonderful for teeth, gums, even fingernails, but it's great for joints and bones too. Whether it's joint pain or an injury, even a dislocation, if you have a tendency towards softer bones or not holding enough minerals, this can be really helpful. I struggle with that too, so this is one that I work with in addition to my supplements and diet changes and workout routine, all that stuff together. It's also very, very helpful for anger, resentment, and frustration. It helps to kind of take the big sting and volatility out of them so you can think more clearly around how you want to deal with the underlying factors that are causing that. So yeah, but also known for teeth and bones. Teeth, bones, joint, that is white howlite. And I feel like I want to hit the bullying one again before I forget. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab some aquamarine, because this is also helpful for teeth and gums. So yeah, aquamarine, teeth, gums, and all the fluids in the body. Also really helpful for forgiveness and deflecting really immature, unevolved, petty behaviors. We jokingly call it the anti-Karen stone here. So this is a helpful one for the request that we had around bullying from Lila Ray. So there we go. Yeah, so we'll bring this in. Helps to calm the already aggrieved, people who are already upset about something you didn't do, but nonetheless they're upset. So we'll put some aquamarine right there. And thank you for being here, Goddess of Four. Saint Malo, hello from Melbourne. Transitionary part of your life. Lots of endings, would like some help healing the past chapter so you can move on to the next one with love and trust. Definitely malachite, really helpful for like healing the past so you can move forward. Another one too with forgiveness. Now forgiveness, whether we are forgiving someone to give them another chance or forgiving them and letting them go, whichever the case might be, aquamarine's very helpful with that. Also letting go of the past so you can step into something new. And I did also see healing trauma in here too. Yeah, Chris requested childhood trauma. So I've got a couple to work on for both of you. And one is Lemurian quartz. This is Blue Mist Lemurian quartz specifically. And this helps with healing older kinds of pain, especially past emotional pain, whether it's this life or a past life or a childhood before you can remember it or after you can remember it. This is really helpful for releasing the past pain associated with past events. Also helps with just the self-healing journey in general, allowing you to be more present in that journey, learning about yourself, so that not only does the healing immediately impact you, but what you learn about yourself along the way can benefit you in future healing as well. So we'll bring this in. And that is, again, Lemurian quartz. There we go. And the next I will bring in to help with that older energy is tourmalinated quartz. Which ones do I want to use? Let's use these. So tourmalinated quartz. This is quartz with black tourmaline in it. Now that can be any color of quartz. In this case, it's green, and that has a lot more to do with the heart chakra, which I think is more applicable here. This is black tourmaline helps with repelling negative energy. So having a bunch of black tourmaline going through quartz, it's basically like having the black tourmaline go through and break up really old stuck energy. It helps with grounding and releasing old energy, including like nervousness and old patterns from childhood, as well as just really like a emotional scar tissue. It's also thought helpful for physical scar tissue in that same way, as well as blockages and things like that. But yeah, this is also helpful for finding a new job, a new revenue stream, side hustle, passive income kind of situation, as well as fortune and luck, and also thought to help with protection of travelers, specifically those who are driving. So that is tourmalinated quartz. So let's go ahead and bring this in. So that will definitely help with some of the old, like, old trauma healing stuff and old childhood stuff. So all the best to you both. So glad you are here. Victoria, love for heart and third eye chakra healing. Any help for insomnia? Definitely helpful is malachite, but for sleeping, let's also bring in some labradorite. This definitely aids sleep. It also helps with bringing in together harmony in a workplace, particularly like disputes and things. Might be helpful a little bit for, was it Goddess of Four? No, I think it was Lila Ray. So it won't be hurtful for that for sure. But this is wonderful for sleep, clairvoyance, as well as research and study, detailed attention, like fine detail to things that matter. So whether you are looking for a lot of information like needle in a haystack, or if you are literally looking for a needle in a haystack, this is a great stone for that. So we'll bring this in. Hope that you sleep better. And so for third eye and heart, so let's go ahead and bring in some heart healing first. Let's see. let's start with some sapphire. This is a superb stone for the third eye, even up to mediumship and channeling and things like that. Wonderful too for connection to your spirit guides and your angels, as well as your higher self and any kind of spiritual guidance. This is a really potent stone for that. Definitely use some grounding stones if you're doing a lot of third eye work or a lot of work with sapphire. Helps too with envisioning positive outcome when things seem like they are very unsettled, and helpful too for themes around speedy justice. Physically, this is thought helpful for the thyroid, the eyes, the ears, and dementia. So this is sapphire. Wonderful for the third eye. As for the heart, the first one I kind of want to bring in is rhodonite. Rhodonite is, although it's not green, it is pink. It definitely is very connected with the heart center. So the heart chakra is everything you would think the heart to be. Love and compassion for self and for others. Rhodonite helps with going through even like loss and grief, especially when it's related to the end of a relationship, so breakups and divorces. But it's also helpful for healing past insecurities or present insecurities, as well as past emotional abuse. This can be really helpful for balancing yin and yang in the body. Physically, it's connected with allergies, asthma, autoimmune stuff, anything with the chest and the lungs. So we'll bring this in. So that's definitely helpful for the heart chakra. And then there is one more I kind of want to bring in because it's really actually, I think, kind of great for both of those chakras, and that's green kyanite. Green kyanite is, on a physical level, great for the chest, lungs, breathing, cardiopulmonary, anything really. And also helpful for balancing a blend of spirituality and your mundane life. And hello, do you want to come up, Miss Hattie? Is that a yes? Is that a yes? Hang on, you gotta say hi. You can stay here on my lap. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Oh, there you go. Miss Hattie chilling on a Sunday night. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Okay. Hello from the Hattie. Sorry, just wanted to adjust my mic. So, this is green kyanite. This also helps with that, as I was mentioning, balancing our spiritual side with our like everyday workaday life. Helps with feeling connected to spirit, connecting to nature, connecting to everything in nature. But this helps with the spiritual side of things and being aware of it, as well as the heart and gaining wisdom through intuition on the third eye level, and blending very much that spirituality into your everyday life. So I think it works well with both of those centers. So that is green kyanite. Let's go ahead and place that right underneath our Lemurian quartz. There we go. Awesome. So glad you are here. MC, I hope you're doing well. Oh, I'm glad you're honored she came out during your stones, Victoria. Yeah, these two little babies know what's going on. They really do. Let's see. And Chris has some requests. I'm going to bring in some Chris's stones and some of Catherine's. Money manifestation and headache relief for Catherine. We've got some good money manifestation stones. We've got pink tourmaline here. I'm going to grab some of Chris's stones too. We got some already. Green aventurine. there's aventurine, carnelian. Yeah, let's start with these. So pink tourmaline, this is a great one for migraines and headaches alike. There we go. And it's helpful for any kind of hormone imbalance, regardless of gender. And when it comes to gynecologic health, it's unparalleled. Anything regarding gynecologic health. Also with mom and baby bonding, with spinal cord injuries, muscle weakness, and helping to break down the negative ways that we see ourselves, breaking down that negative self-image so that we can make room for something healthier and better. Also helpful for nerve pain or neuralgia. So let's bring that in. And I hope that that helps, Catherine. Next is for Chris, we have carnelian. Carnelian is the stone of relationships and creativity. It's related to the sacral chakra and everything the sacral chakra represents. This is how we relate to the world around us, largely and broadly, all the way down to the way that we relate to our closest romantic partners. This is everything from sexuality and fertility to a really good balanced workplace. This is helpful for colds, allergies, healing wounds, definitely fertility, and attracting romance. So yeah, and also a great stone, like I said, of creativity. So that's carnelian, the beautiful deep orange color. There we go. There we go. Green aventurine helps with expanding what we think we're capable of. Sometimes we have some limiting beliefs about ourselves, and this helps us move way past that. Wonderful for heart and heart rhythms, allergies, as well as eye problems, fertility. Definitely if the phrase, oh, I could never do that, I can't do that, that's too hard for me. If those kinds of things are in your vocabulary a lot, this might be a stone worth working with. It's like expanding your horizons of what you think is possible for you. Ruby is very helpful for the courage to be yourself. Ooh, pretty. Yep, the courage to be yourself. And also supports themes around leadership, including management. So this can be wonderful whether you are taking on that role or you just simply want to embody it better or find new ways of leading. This can be really supportive. Also helpful for love, fertility, and I did see the request for fibromyalgia. This is yet another helpful stone for fibromyalgia pain. So that's ruby. So let's go ahead and bring in some ruby. Ruby and sapphire both get formed in these lovely shapes, and they're both members of the corundum family, which is extremely hard. So we all know, like, nothing's harder than a diamond. Diamond is a 10 on the Mohs scale of hardness. Corundums, like ruby and sapphire, are a 9. So they are very, very sturdy indeed. Okay, and next is emerald, which is not nearly as tough. So emerald is helpful for the cardiopulmonary system. This is throat, chest, lungs, heart, all of it. So whether you've got bronchitis, an upper respiratory infection, or something worse, this can be very helpful. Also helps with restoring confidence about your appearance, especially if it's something that's been a bit of an Achilles heel or something you've been picked on or teased about. This can help support that. Helps too to heal skin and tissue. And yeah, it's a wonderful and loving stone in so many ways. So let's go ahead and put that beautiful raw emerald right behind our ruby. There we go. And I'm going to put in some Herkimer, and then I'm going to keep going with some requests and come back to yours. Herkimer is very helpful with connection to spirit, with balance, harmony, and also being in the present moment. I feel like whenever you're doing any kind of manifesting or planning for the future, being able to sit in a moment of being in that present moment, appreciating it for what it is before you leap onto the next, is a really good place to start. And so this is a stone I work with a lot for that. This also helps with balancing discordant energies. So if you just feel like things are just not grooving, hang on to some Herkimer diamond. Also great for metabolism and intuition in general. So we will bring this in. It's also superb for relaxation. So I think it's like a pretty great, just on the opposite end of the full moon, Sunday evening kind of vibes with our Herkimer diamond, which is not a diamond by any means. It's clear quartz found in the Herkimer, New York region. So, okay, cool. And I will come back to the rest of your request for sure. Awesome. Let's see. Okay, so fibro and pain. What else can we put in here? Celestite can help with that to some extent. Yeah, it's looking like we've really got our good fibro stones. So citrine and ruby are usually the best for fibromyalgia. And for pain in general, nerve pain, which might be more along the lines of what you're dealing with, pink tourmaline is really helpful. Also malachite and lapis can be great for pain. Another one I often use for pain is celestite. This can be helpful because it really works with the upper chakras and connection to spirit, your guides, your angels. It really shifts the way that we're experiencing our physical body, so it may shift the way that you're experiencing pain. I found it helpful, and so I hope you do too. But we've got all the good pain, and howlite can also help for pain too. We've got all the good pain stones and the good fibro stones are in there. Let's put this in for good measure. Okay. And I think that's good. Let me know if there's anything else I can do for you, Chris. Oh, childhood trauma, I got that for you too. Okay, cool. Good stuff. So let me know if there's anything else. Flower Forest Inspiration. Ooh, that's a good one. Let's do that. Inspiration. There's some good ones for inspiration. Picture jasper is usually my first one for inspiration, but it's not the only one. Picture jasper is also known as desert jasper because it kind of looks like you're looking into the desert. So the idea of it's like it helps you kind of picture something else. So let's see. Inspiration, let's bring in sunstone. feel like I've got a couple of good ones that might help. So let's start with sunstone. This is one that, orange sunstone in particular. This is one that can help with expanding our vision of the future. So this can help you, like, if you've been looking into the future and kind of selling short potential, this like kind of takes those blinders and really removes them and encourages big picture thinking. So this is sort of like, we talked about green aventurine. This is like green aventurine on steroids. It's like bigger and more pumped up. Also really helpful with being recognized, and so even like fame, but being recognized for who you are, what you're doing. It raises your prominence. Great for opportunities in career, and helps too with bringing help and healing to things around phobias, as well as protection against those who would exploit you around money, if that's for anyone. So that is sunstone. That's very inspiring stone, as well as tiger eye. This is a very good big picture stone. It's often aligned and thought of with in regards to like entrepreneurship, like planning big. Yeah, this is definitely a good one for it. So here's tiger eye. Great for research and study and seeing the big picture. So if you're studying, this one helps you to see how all the different pieces fit together, so it doesn't just feel like you're memorizing a bunch of disparate facts, which just doesn't work super well. It helps more with like telling a story, which makes things a lot easier to remember. Also helps with courage, strength, balance, and just like I said, big picture thinking, really strong entrepreneurial vibes. So that can be very inspiring. So we'll bring in tiger eye. Tiger eye also has a really strong protective quality to it. But yeah, brings a lot of clarity. Brings a lot of clarity. And another one that can help is azurite, this beautiful azure blue. This brings a lot of insight and creativity, as well as intuition. It helps with awakening the spiritual self, gaining wisdom from your spiritual connection, as well as connecting with your spirit guides and even your angels. Helps with indecision and worries too. So if that's like kind of keeping you back, this can be really helpful. Dissolves obstacles, energy blockages. It's great for meditating. If you find that your mind tends to wander, this is one of the great stones to help you quiet that down. Also, bloodstone, really helpful for that. Also helps with spinal alignment and muscle spasms. And I definitely struggle with muscle spasms. So azurite, that might be really helpful. So lots of love to you. Glad that you are here, Flower Forest. Hope you're doing well. Awesome. And we've got some... Oh, it's National Cat Day. These cats are spoiled every day. I've got two and they look almost identical. They're sisters. For those of you who are new, I fostered these little babies along with one other kitten, their litter mate, and I managed to only keep two. So yeah, so they are my little boobaroos. Let's see. So we've got some good ones for Lee Nico. We got childhood trauma for Chris. And Lee Nico, requesting crystals for focus and discipline in study. We've got a couple good ones for that already there. Abundance and finding new relationships for you, and fertility for a friend. Absolutely. Also crystals to help stop overeating. Definitely the best stone for help with like avoiding overeating or whatever it is that's dysfunctional about the eating stuff. Like whether it's overeating or if there's anyone that like, when I'm really upset, I tend to avoid eating. Like either one is not healthy. But blue apatite is super helpful for that. In fact, because that's kind of come up a couple times, let's see if I can add a little bit more blue apatite to the grid. We've got 4 pieces. Let's add a couple more. This is what it looks like tumbled versus rough. So let's go ahead and put a piece here and a piece here to support that. And I feel like that's, especially as we get closer to the holidays, a lot of that stuff comes up for a lot of folks. Absolutely. Focus and discipline in study. That's definitely tiger eye and labradorite. Also for discipline and self-discipline and keeping yourself on track is labradorite for sure. But let's also do pyrite. Helps memory too. Another stone that helps in learning, it's kind of one of the lesser uses of this stone, but we do use this stone quite a bit, is Kambaba stone or Kambaba jasper. This is actually fossilized blue-green algae, Kambaba stone. This helps with a number of things, definitely with things like courage and confidence, but also with things like a connection to the environment and the world, whether it's helping your plants to grow and even helping your garden to have a better yield, all the way to healing environmental damage and bringing healing to the earth. This can be very helpful. Connecting to ancestors, it's super impeccable for that. So connecting to your ancestors, your ancestral lands, and even learning languages, but it definitely helps learning in all capacities. So we'll bring this in too. Yeah, it's good for learning anything, but particularly in regards to language. So let's go ahead with putting some Kambaba stones here and here on the outer edge. Finding new relationship for you. Definitely honey calcite. Honey calcite helps with attracting and kind of connecting with the best people to share your life with right now, from the best colleagues to classmates to housemates to romantic partners. This is a stone that helps to balance and harmonize the solar plexus, your center of self and personal identity, with the sacral, your center of relationships. And so it really helps to open the door to just being attracted to the best people for you right now. So this is definitely a good one. Also helps with bringing in tons of optimism, even at a time when it's really difficult to hold that optimism. And it's thought to be very helpful for support for postmenopausal women, which I may not look like it, but I actually am. So we'll bring this in. And you can see where it's a little different than yellow calcite when you see them together. If you can't see them together, it's a lot harder to see, but let's see, where shall we place you? Let's do, there we go. There we go, and there we go. So I feel like that can be really helpful for attracting the right people. And fertility for a friend. There's a lot of really good fertility stones, a few of which are out there. One of my favorites is carnelian, but another one is unakite. This is a stone that was often given to young women when they were married, and it was thought to help with like a good happy marriage, and also with support around every hormonal stage of a woman's life, from everything from onset of menses to like onset of menopause, fertility, prenatal, labor and delivery, postpartum, all the different phases of a woman's life. It's also helpful for the heart and circulation, as well as moving just body fluids through the body, like larger circulation. Helps too with metabolism and quitting smoking. This is great for all of those. So wonderful fertility stone and just good woman's health and well-being, especially around pregnancy. So definitely bringing in some unakite. It's a really grounding stone and really loving, harmonizing stone. So there we go. And definitely helpful. Yeah, and the other stone I would add, if it wasn't in here already, for finding relationships, would definitely be carnelian, which is already here, the center of relationships. So all the best to you, Lee. I hope everything's going well. Let's see, focus. And actually, there's one more that Chris requested that'll also help mental focus, and that is rutilated quartz. So it's a little hard to see, but see how there's like little sparkles or like little hairs in there? Those are rutiles. And going through quartz, much like the tourmalinated quartz had tourmaline going through it, this is thought to help focus energy to where it's most helpful in the body. For that reason, for several decades, this has been seen as a beautiful gift to give someone who is going through cancer treatments. It's thought to say, like, I hope that this helps take all of the treatments you're getting and bring them to exactly the place in your body where it'll do the most good. And it helps with rising energy in the body, especially when you're really run down. And who could need energy more than someone going through cancer treatments? But when it comes to the rest of us, this helps with bolstering energy, even if you're just really run down, you've been doing a lot of work, maybe you're just getting over being sick. But yeah, mental focus and clarity, this is a really helpful stone. So that is rutilated quartz. So we shall bring this here and here. Or even better, let's bring it here and here. Awesome. I hope that that helps. And good to see you. You're welcome, Lee. Oh yeah, everybody, thank you for the reminder, Flower Forest. I always forget. Please remember to like the stream. I'm bad at the YouTuber stuff. But yeah, hit the like button if you don't mind. Kanta, it's wonderful to see you. And okay, cool. I'm going to work through the last few requests here. If anyone has any other requests, feel free to toss them in. But we've got Lila Ray, productive and peaceful work week for all of us, and protection from the workplace bullies. We got the workplace bullies. Productive and peaceful work week. I like that. Let's do blue apatite helps with peace. Snowflake obsidian is probably a good stone for all of us just living in the world, especially right now. Peace, yes, please bring it on. But also, this is really helpful for serenity, peace, and even regaining a sense of hope after loss. And this is snowflake obsidian. I feel like this can also be really helpful for you, Lila, because it's wonderful for body, mind, and spirit balance, and nothing throws you off balance more than feeling like everybody's out to get you. So this will help with like being centered and calm within yourself. Also helpful with themes around guilt, to recognize and reorganize patterns that we have that kind of get in our own way. Also helps with overstimulation if that's something you struggle with. And clairaudience. If you get your intuitive guidance through hearing, snowflake obsidian can help hone that, open that up even more. So definitely bring this in. So that is snowflake obsidian. There we go. All obsidians are volcanic glass by nature. Yeah, we've got some good productive stones with lapis, garnet, and even ruby. So that sounds good. Energy and endurance to get through this week for MC. Absolutely. So we've got energy and endurance with bumblebee jasper, with rutilated. Let's bring in some polychrome jasper. This is a stone that can help us when it comes to being excited about the work we need to do. This helps with reigniting your soul's purpose. It helps with breaking up indifference. And when you just kind of feel like stuck in a rut, it helps to get you out of that rut. Brings a lot of motivation. It does bring quite a bit of self-confidence too. And it's great for physical movement and joint health too. This is a stone that is very connected with the Earth Star chakra, and that's beneath the root. The Earth Star chakra has a lot to do with walking the walk. It's one thing to know what your spiritual or soul's journey is. It's another thing to feel like you can walk that walk. This is one that helps you feel supported in doing that. And the Earth Star chakra is very much the energy center of acting on your soul's true purpose and highest good. So that is polychrome jasper. So let's put some of this all around because I feel like we could all use a little bit of support going into the work week. There we go. But yeah, so we've got some good energy stones too. Great week with lots of healing. I love that. I agree with that. I affirm that we are going to have a great week with lots of healing. Hey, Grace, I hope you're well. Heart healing, love, and back spasms. We've got you covered tonight, but we will get to that in a sec too. Let's see. Aw, I'm so glad you find these comforting flower forests. So glad to have you. Kanta, integrating and processing info and awareness related to your emotional growth and life lessons, allowing yourself to feel the increased lightness and self-care. That's really beautiful. You've really like moved on by leaps and bounds in the times that you've been coming in here for sure. So integrating and processing new info and awareness. Definitely Septarian is helpful. Malachite too. Septarian is helpful, but another one to help you kind of integrating spiritual things into your awareness. Green kyanite too helps with taking things from the spiritual realm and like bringing them into your mundane life and your personal awareness. There's some other good ones too. Definitely let's bring in some dragon's blood. This one can be really helpful for definitely patience with ourselves and others, but this helps us to learn those lessons about ourselves, which it sounds like you've already done. But when it comes to patience with yourself and learning from our past mistakes and integrating that into moving forward, this can be really helpful. It also lends a lot of help gaining wisdom from those lessons, and happiness and optimism too, which is like, who's going to say no to that? It helps with the immune system, the nervous system, strength and courage to make those changes, which it sounds like you're on the healing side of. And also thought helpful for the thyroid. And when it comes to grief, this can be a powerful stone too. This is one that helps you to move through the grief and the loss, processing it, but not getting stuck in the self-pity pit. Which is, it's one thing to be like, yes, I am sad and I'm owning that. That's part of the process, absolutely. But sometimes we get stuck there. And Dragonstone or Dragon's Blood is a wonderful stone to help us there. So we will bring this in. So, but yeah, green kyanite is another wonderful one, which happens to already be there. For self-care and some lightness and just like balancing it out, let's bring in some fuchsite. Fuchsite helps with balancing quite a bit, especially if we need to just channel fun and play for the sake of fun and play. This is very helpful. Helps too with carpal tunnel pain, as well as connection to your inner child and doing that fun play healing work that is supportive of that. It helps with spinal alignment, sleep disturbances, and is also just a lot of joy. So that's fuchsite. So that'll definitely help with where you're at. Like enjoying this new integration, these new parts of yourself that have come back. And I feel like another one that helps with integration of what we've learned about ourselves into our body is moss agate. This is also just great for your body in general. Moss agate is very highly regarded in Chinese medicine. This is infections and illnesses and anything spreading through the body quickly. It's thought to help support your body to take care of it. Also, when it comes to spirituality and mental healing, this is a superb stone for connecting with your inner child and your higher self, as well as feeling connected to spirit and deserving of and worthy of unconditional love. Helpful too for fears that come up when we don't know what's coming next, and just connection with nature in a way that can be very purifying and very balancing. So, and very hard to find in the colder months. So there we go. So that is moss agate. So I hope that that all helps you, Kanta, and thank you for being here. You are super welcome. And Grace. So heart healing, we have rhodonite, but let's also bring in some green onyx. This can help with sadness and grief, all the way to a pretty intense level. This is good when you have like heartbreak to the point of like emotional shutdown. This can be a supportive stone, but overall it's another stone that helps the heart chakra. So this will also be a good one for Victoria. Helps too with moving forward despite emotional pain and with making decisions that are in your highest good. So that is green onyx. Green onyx sometimes looks a lot lighter, almost like a pistachio kind of color, or even lighter. So don't be surprised if you see it looking quite different sometimes. There we go. And we also have back spasms and love. So let's do, so for muscle spasms, we have malachite, septarian, and azurite. But let's also bring in some amazonite to help with just the back in general. This is great for the spine and spinal nerves, which could be a part of it. This is also helpful for calming and self-care and self-respect, especially for those folks who tend to overlook themselves while they're caring for others. This will help with the, wow, I need to take care of myself and I deserve the same caliber and quality of care that I would show someone else. So this is amazonite. So let's see. Oh, okay, good stuff. Awesome, Kanta, enjoy. Okay. Let's just move this down. And I think that we are, and let's see, and love, we've got all the good love stones. We've got carnelian, we've got moonstone, and we've got, let's bring in leopard stone, or leopard skin jasper. This is another stone to help with connecting to our soulmate. And it's also really helpful for anything having to do with animals, healing our animal companions, connecting with our animal guides, and anything connected to coordination and balance, and anything that's impacting the skin. Leopard skin jasper can be really helpful. So we'll bring that in. Lots of love to everyone. Thank you for being here. Thank you for helping inspire this beautiful grid. Let's actually do, there we go. So I think we're going to do that thing that I do when I describe what Reiki is, a little of how it works, and then we dive into the healing. So one of the things we do before we do that is that I ask you to help me lift the energy of where you're at and the energy that we're all sharing. And you can do that really simply. Go on ahead into the chat and enter anything that you're grateful for, anything at all. And if you've already gotten cozy, no worries. Deep breath in and out and think of those things. Gratitude lifts energy faster than anything I can find. It's super powerful. So while you do that, I'm going to go ahead and do the usual explanation, and then we're going to get right into the healing. So as I mentioned at the top of the stream, my name is Danielle Stimpson. I'm the owner of Learn Reiki Philadelphia, and thank you for being here. I'm celebrating 15 years of teaching Reiki, and it's a wonderful joy to share this space with all of you 5 times a week. Definitely same days, same time, every week. Feel free to come here and make this part of your healing routine. It's a helpful way for me to be of service to everyone and be here to support my students and my larger community and meet new folks like you. If you'd like to check out my live online Reiki certification classes, if you'd like to schedule a one-on-one distance healing or tarot reading, or if you would like to shop the Reiki Charged Crystal collection, head on over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com. You can also find the link in the description, as well as links to all of my social media and my email newsletter. So what is Reiki? Well, in the West, Reiki has become more of like a catch-all term for energy healing. Specifically, Usui Reiki is what I work with. And this particular method was created by Mikao Usui in the early 1920s of Japan, when it was a really difficult time in Japanese history. If you got caught teaching something that could even be misunderstood as religion or adjacent to it, it was not good. So this particular method of healing energy was created by Mikao Usui so that it would be deeply spiritual and incredibly secular. And that's a big part of, I think, why it resonates with us in the West. So to better understand the concept of energy at the foundation of this system, we're best to look at Shintoism, the indigenous spirituality of Japan, which in many ways still flavors cultural understandings of how the world works. In this system, everyone and everything has a soul, and all of those souls are interconnected and interlinked. And that spirit, however you define that in this case, provides that life-sustaining soul force energy, that energy that makes us more than simply a collection of cells and makes us consciousness, is basically provided through this interconnectedness. And it's thought that our body, mind, and spirit work with this energy all day long, helping to bring us into the greatest sense of healing and balance that we can be moment to moment. Essentially, what I'll be doing today is using Usui's techniques to connect to that energy and direct more of it to you, wherever you are, and whenever you happen to be watching this stream. More on that in a moment. So during the session, you may feel some physical sensations, emotions may rise up or get released. Mentally, you may be able to logic through some things, hear your subconscious, and spiritually, you may get some clarity, some breakthroughs, some epiphanies, even some intuitions. You may also have a lovely, beautiful resting nap, and that's a wonderful thing too. And the best way to make the most of this time, well, the good news is you don't have to do anything other than be open to it. And by being here, you already are. So I generally suggest that you just find a comfy place to be. You can sit up, you can lay down, you can also not sit still. You can get some stretches out, do some yoga, you can journal, you can enjoy whatever hobby you like, or music, or just sort of chill. This is really a healing session for you to enjoy in any way that feels right to you. There's no wrong way to enjoy it. Just know that you don't have to focus on anything. You don't have to keep your mind silent. Reiki will support you and love you in exactly the place that you are at right now. During the session, which will last 25 minutes, I will turn the lights down, during which time you'll notice that the lights move slowly and gently from one color to the next. At no point will they flash or strobe. I'll also turn the music up so that you can enjoy and have some beautiful soundtrack. If you enjoy the music, definitely check the link at the bottom of the description to learn more about our musical creator, another wonderful creator here on YouTube. And during the session, I'll simply send this healing energy to you. After the session has ended, you'll hear my voice come back in. I'll invite you to take a big breath in and out, slowly come back to your body, wiggle your fingers and toes and that kind of thing. And at that point, I'll be able to re-engage with you in the chat. So if you have any questions or if you want to share your experience, you'll have every opportunity to do that. And of course, you can chat amongst yourselves in the chat during the session if you so choose. Also know that wherever you happen to be, this Reiki will meet you. And because Reiki is able to go anywhere without any constraints and restrictions, it doesn't matter when you're watching this. The healing will be there for you regardless. So also, if you happen to be here live, know that you can always come back here and get some Reiki whenever you need it. If I happen not to be live, check out the past healing live stream playlist. We've got over 400 videos for you to just go ahead and pick. You can hang out and learn about the crystals in the beginning, or just skip right ahead to the end and enjoy the healing session. Whatever feels better for you. It's a lovely thing to be able to access whenever you need it, and I'm so happy that you're here to share this with. So as I mentioned, if you want to know anything else, if you have any questions, I will be able to chat with you at the end. And if you have any questions after the stream is live, you can go ahead and reach out to me via email through my website at learnreikiphiladelphia.com. So thank you so much for being here. Definitely hit the like button. Definitely consider subscribing with your notifications on so you don't miss an opportunity. And all the regular days and times that I stream are listed in the description. So let's head on back and get into that Reiki healing. Ooh, pretty. I brought the camera a little bit closer to the desk, I think, when I was doing some other work. Here we go. Sorry if I'm giving anyone the dizzies. There we go. Now we can see the whole grid for the most part. And we'll move me up out the way. Okay. Awesome. So thank you for inspiring this beautiful grid, everyone. Awesome. Thank you. I'm also going to go ahead and this is a manifestation quartz. It's got this beautiful shadow within it that kind of looks like itself. This was a beautiful gift from Jennifer Vatsa, who you can check out at Belladonna's Botanicals. And just go ahead and Google that. It'll pop right up. And this will definitely help with empowering and encouraging anything that you might be manifesting. So consider it like a wish candle in the middle of the cake. Ooh. So everyone go ahead, get cozy, enjoy, and I will see you all in about 25 minutes. I invite you now to open your eyes. Slowly, gently take a deep breath in and out. Thank you so much for being here with me this evening. It's an honor and a privilege as always. If you have any questions or anything to share, go right ahead and use the chat. Heart, welcome in. It was good to see you come in. You're welcome, Catherine. I hope you have a great week too. Thank you everyone that asked for anything in support of your well-being. Thank you for helping to inspire this beautiful grid. I deeply appreciate all of you. Definitely hit that like button on the way out if you don't mind. And as always, I'm here 5 times a week, live, taking your requests, building a grid, and sending you Reiki wherever you happen to be. My next stream is going to be Tuesday at 8 p.m. and you can see all of my regular days and times for streaming listed in the description below. Oh, you're welcome, Grace. You're welcome, Chris. It's good to see you, Grace. It's good to see you too, Chris. And Chris, other Chris, you felt a strong force in your heart. I'm really glad. I'm really glad. Saint Malo, I'm so glad it was helpful. Everyone feel free to come back anytime. I'm super happy to support. Yep. I'm here this time every Sunday too. And Heart, you never have to worry about being late. There's no such thing as being late to a live stream unless you're me. Unless you're the streamer. So you're good. Yeah, come in anytime it works for you. I'm just happy to see y'all. But yeah, thank you for being here. So many new folks. I really appreciate you. Hard to quiet the mind, Heart. Oh, your family wanted to discuss Mideast issues tonight. Oh, that must be really hard. I mean, I don't know anyone that it isn't hard for, but yeah, lots of love. When the world is hard, it's a good thing to sometimes take that respite when you need it, if you can. I'm going to go ahead and get ready to end the stream here with an abundance of gratitude. I'm getting ready to do a big update to the crystal shop. Was hoping to have it done by the end of this week. Best laid plans of mice and men, right? So they'll be up next week. And I will definitely let y'all know. So thank you for being here with me, spending some of your Sunday with me. It's always an honor. So have a beautiful evening. Have a beautiful start to your week. I hope to see you all again soon. Take care. And bye for now. Oh, you're going for an epidural shot tomorrow, Chris. All the best of luck to you. Bye for now, y'all.